Welcome to another episode of Moo Games How to Minecraft. On this episode, we're going to be attempting to find sheep so we can make a bed, so that we can skip through the night, and then we're going to actually move out of this little hut, or whatever this is, and actually start making a proper home. So, if you remember last time, we did make this house. We've got some materials. We've actually got... See, this is why I'm saying a jungle isn't the best place to make a home, because look at stuff spawning just because it's dark underneath this tree. So let's move away from here and let's try to find some sheep so we can get some wool. Now, in order to make a bed, you need 3 pieces of wool, 3 wood planks. So the reason having a bed is so important is that you can advance through the night and you don't have to deal with the mobs spawning, so you don't have to have all the creepers and all of that junk that spawns at night actually attacking you. So you can safely and happily build your home during the daytime. So let's keep moving. Oop, there's another sheep. So we've already got 1 piece of wool, and I'm hoping that killing this next sheep will give us 2 more pieces, if we're lucky. That's 1 more piece, I think. So let's knock this down. Yeah, it's 1 more piece. While we're at it, we might as well collect some more food stuff. So, pancake. Come here, pancake. Come here, pancake. Like I said, it's important not to wander too far until you have a proper home set up, so you know on the map exactly what that looks like. This is a wolf. You can actually train these if you have skeleton bones. Let's see if we can get one. So I've got bones here. Let's see if we can get him to befriend us. So let's go over. Here, doggy. Come here. So there you go. And we actually got our first dog. And they will actually help you attack things. So if you go over to these cows and say attack that cow, that dog will potentially attack that cow for you. He's supposed to anyway. It's not that big of a deal. But remember, our main goal here is to find sheep. So let's keep going until we can find more sheep. I know that's not a sheep, but I'm collecting food as well. Let's find all these cows. And cows generally drop 2 things. They drop their leather and they drop their beef, which, again, you can cook the beef and have a better food source for you. There we are. Let's keep going. Try to find sheep. We're looking for sheep. Sheep. Where are the sheep? Not being very lucky in finding sheep. The quest for more sheep. Sheep. Let's... Like our food bar is getting a little low, and if we get harmed or drop off or something like that, we won't be able to regenerate our health. So let's try and stay out of this jungle. I don't really feel like looking for sheep in the jungle. It's just too much to climb over. It's too many vines. It's all gonna just slow us down. So let's hope. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's spawning over here. There's pigs and cows and all kinds of... We're not hurting for food at all. What we are hurting for is some sheep. Oh, there's another one. So this, hopefully, by killing this 1 sheep... There we go. We've got enough to make a bed. So let's head back. Let's see. Actually, there's another wolf here. Let's see if we can befriend him. Oh. Nope, we don't have enough bones to do that. So the trick is... Oh my goodness. So now we have 3 more sheep that just so happen to be hanging out over here. That's amazing. So we might as well collect these just in case. Where did that last piece go? Where did it go? Oh, well. I can't find it. I don't know where it went. Anyway. Oh, there it is. It's in the water. Alright. So let's go back. Now, one thing I did notice, but I didn't mention prior to the end of the last video, is that we actually spawned right near a mushroom island, which that is very rare. It never happens. So, awesome spawn point. Yay us. Let's cross the river back over to our little home. So like I said, I don't really want to have a home in this jungle. It's a pretty terrible place to be because of all the trees that give shade and stuff can just spawn randomly all the time. As you can see, because of that zombie that was up there. So let's come back in a little home and go to our crafting table, and we're gonna make a bed. So now that we have a bed, the awesome thing about also placing a bed and then sleeping in the bed once it becomes nighttime is that becomes your new spawn point. So wherever you slept last as far as a bed is going to be your spawn point forever. So now that we've got that, what I'd like to do, let's see here. I still have some of that iron, so what I'm going to do, I've got iron and I've got sticks. What I'd like to do is create an iron pickaxe. Now, the reason I'm creating an iron pickaxe is because it's an upgraded piece, and it will actually cut through these rocks a lot quicker. See how much quicker it is compared to the stone one? It's still pretty quick with the stone, but the iron will also last a lot longer. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to start collecting pieces to build a proper home on a different biome. Probably the one that was closest to us was the, what is that called? It's like a forest over there, but it's not a jungle. So it's more flat over there. It's more conducive for a home. You can see things coming from a distance, and there's not as much shade. So two things that I'm going to need in order to start digging this mine is, one, this iron pickaxe, and two, I'm going to need some torches, which I do not have enough wood to start making torches. So I'm going to go outside. I'm going to cut down one of these trees. There we are. Collect some wood. It's one of the main things that you're going to learn is that wood is going to be the main resources that you're going to need at any given time. You're going to need sticks, you're going to need planks, you're going to just need wood in general for everything that you're going to do. You need them for torches, you need them for making pickaxes, swords, all kinds of stuff. You're going to need wood. And so let's go and get our planks, and then get our sticks, and then make a bunch of torches. So we've got 36 torches to work with. Now, is it getting dark yet? It's starting to get a little dark. So the way that I like to organize my pieces in here, I like to have a shovel next to a pickaxe, and I like to have my torches next to my pickaxe. So that way I can switch back and forth. If there's dirt pieces that need to be removed, then I can just switch back to that. Oop, sounds like there's a zombie. So now I think that it's dark enough that it's nighttime out. So mobs should be spawning, and we don't want that. So what we can do is go to this bed and take a nap, and it actually advances to the next day. So that way, all the mobs that have spawned that are in daylight will start to burn up if they're around and they're actually in the daylight. So there you go. You can actually skip the night. There's a skeleton over there. Oh, and another thing that I noticed that I forgot to mention, I found a power bow by killing one of the skeletons. So I've got some arrows. Let's see if we can hit this skeleton from here. Oh, missed him. Oh, got him. And I'm out of arrows. So, nonetheless, you sometimes can get a bow just by killing a skeleton. So, let's go start collecting items in order to build a proper house. Now, yes, you can definitely build a house out of wood. You can build a house out of pretty much any material. Dirt, it's very abundant, especially when you're first starting out. But since we're in a good position to get some awesome items. Oh, look, more coal. So like I said, anytime you see an item like this, it's going to be connected to more. So just collect as much of that as you possibly can. And with this, oh, my dog is down here. Sorry, buddy. Alright, maybe that's a good name for him. We'll call him Buddy. And if you notice that he got attacked, his tail went down a little bit. You can actually feed your dogs a little bit of food, and their tail goes up. It tells you how harmed they are, but I want him to sit down so you can make them sit and they won't move. Ooh, we are getting even more lucky. So this is what we wanted. We wanted to collect a bunch of cobblestone, but in addition to that, we want to collect the items that we need to craft more items. So being able to collect this coal, being able to collect that iron that we just got, these are all things that you want to do so that you can continue to craft more and more items and ultimately build a pretty decent sized home and have good items all around. Now, we've already started doing upgraded items. I know the dog's in there, but don't worry, they transport out of there. Actually, because he's sitting down, he won't transport out of there. So don't do what I just did. I'm going to open this up for him. And there we go. So he can run around, be happy. And jump back out and continue our way downward. So the reason that I'm digging straight down is because if you want to get diamond, you can only obtain diamond from the bottom 11 layers, or bottom 15 layers, or something like, I don't know what it is, but it's towards the bottom. So I always dig straight to the bottom, and then I count 11 up, and then start creating a shaft mine, which I'll show you exactly what that is. But we'll see how much materials we end up collecting now. This is gravel. You notice it's making a kind of sound. So you actually want to use a shovel in order to get rid of those pieces. And the thing about gravel is it's much like sand, where it will continuously drop. Oh, it's getting dark down here. Alright. It will continuously drop and actually follow the rules of gravity, unlike most blocks in Minecraft, which I know it's kind of crazy, but yeah, it actually does follow the laws of gravity. So, alright, so we've made it to a bit of a chasm here. It looks like there's not much down here. Ooh. I lied. So there's big open chasm. So we aren't really prepared to start doing what I call adventure mining, which is where you kind of go into a cavern and you don't really know what's going to be in there, and there's a possibility of mobs attacking you and spawning. So we're going to actually close this section off. We're going to get this. Ooh! And that's number one rule of Minecraft. Do not dig straight up, because you never know what's going to be right in front of you. And if something's going to fall. So very easily that could have been a very bad decision on my part. So, we're going to get this iron, regardless of the fact that it's near that open chasm piece. And I don't want anything spawning down here, so I'm actually going to make it pretty well lit. And I'm just going to continue to dig straight down, ignoring the fact that that chasm even exists. Now, the reason that you'll know you've reached the bottom of the world is you'll see a block that you've never seen before, and it's unbreakable. By any means necessary, it is completely unbreakable. And it is bedrock. Oh, I found another cave, chasm type thing here. And what we're going to do is actually block off the flow of water so we can continue digging. Very strange that this pool of water just exists here. Oh, you got to be very observant. You actually would have missed these pieces of iron that are in here. There we are. Okay. Continue just lighting up the way on the way down, and just digging pretty much one straight down so that we can get to the bottom. And continue lighting it. And like I said, every time that you destroy a block, it ends up giving you a block. So you're doing things twofold. You're collecting items in order to build a home, and you're also digging down far enough that you can eventually collect some diamond and some pretty awesome things like redstone, which you don't really need redstone when you're first starting out the game, but eventually you're going to want to update your house and maybe make some shifting walls and traps and stuff like that. And you can use redstone in order to create that. So redstone is basically the circuitry behind being able to use mechanical stuff in Minecraft. But we'll get into that when we do the advanced portions. This is all survival so far. So we're actually doing pretty good. We've got a lot of items. We've got coal, we've got iron, we've got this cobblestone that we've got quite a few stacks of so far. We've actually got 1, 2, 3, almost 3 full stacks of. We've got 13 blocks of iron that we can smelt and make items out of, and we can actually eventually make, these are your armor slots. You can actually eventually make armor for yourself just to protect yourself a little bit more when it comes to attacking mobs. So if we do go on those adventure mining trips, we can actually utilize that. So here's the piece that we've been looking for. This is the block that is the end of the world, basically, the bottom of the world. And if you keep digging around, this is all you will see at the bottom. Now we're going to count up 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now the reason that I'm counting up 11 is because the majority of the lava sources that you're going to see are going to be below that mark. So there are some that are above that. Obviously in the overworld you can see some lava pits, and occasionally you can just go not that far down and see lava. But if you see here, like I said, the majority of the lava is actually below that. Now if you drop into there, that will obviously kill you, but it not only kill you, it will destroy all the items that you currently have. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a room down here that is essentially going to be our makeshift room to create a base for mining operations. So let's go back up to the overworld. And what I'd like to do is bring down pretty much the same setup that we have in the little home that we have, and bring down a crafting table, and I want to have a furnace, and I would also like to have a chest, which we've yet to create a chest, I believe. Did we create a chest? I don't think we did. Oh, that's one too little. Oh, there we go. So let's continue to go up here. We have not created a chest, so what I need, what I always need, more wood. Lunch break there. Let's go over here and just pull out our axe, and we're gonna get more wood in order to craft some items. So let's go. No. Now, so I'm actually going to use the vine to my advantage and climb it, and then I'm going to cut straight down to collect as much wood as I can on this one side. That's a good thing about jungle trees, is there's 4 stacks of wood on each of these large trees, so you can collect a bunch of wood just by climbing up the vines, going to the top, and then just cutting straight down. It makes it a lot easier for you. So let's go back over to our little home, and you know, we don't even need to create an additional crafting table or an additional one of these. Let's just steal the ones that we have, and we're gonna go back down. Because remember, I was too scared to go outside, so I built these two. Yeah, so we're just gonna collect those two. And let's see here. I've got that, and I've got some wood. So let's go back down into the mine that we created. And I am going to create us a bucket. And then we're going to come back up to, this is really neat that this is here, we're going to come back up to that pool of water, and we're going to steal some water, and then we're going to turn the lava into obsidian so that we have a platform in order to walk on, so we can continue building this section here. So let's go And take these items away. Oh, take that. Don't need the wooden one. Take that. So we've got our crafting table. We've got our furnace. And we're going to put some fuel in there. And we're going to create the iron ore there. And I'm going to continue to build out this little room here. Now, if you notice, it's actually kind of bright in this area because of this lava. The lava is a light source as well as a very destructive force that's going to destroy everything that you own. So let's, it's the beginnings of our mine. This is actually, we're doing pretty good. We've got a home that's sustainable. It's not very great. We can start collecting a lot of items, and like I said, we've got plenty of that. Coal and iron and whatnot. So we've got the major startings of a great mine at the very least to start collecting things. And like I said, I wanted to create a chest, so let's create some more of these wood planks. And you can create a single chest, but if you do two of them next to each other, they actually combine and create a double chest. So it's a large chest that you can store all of your items in. So I would recommend having one of these because you're going to get full up on cobblestone pretty quick. So cobblestone, dirt, stuff like that. So I would collect all of those things in there. And then you can go back to, we've got this iron, and we're going to go back to the crafting table. And like I said, I wanted to create a bucket. So we'll create a bucket out of iron. We don't need that axe right now because we are not chopping any wood down here. And let's go back up to the little section of water that we had up here. And there we go. And if you place this water here, it'll go down immediately, so it finds the easiest way to go down, or it just spreads out from the center. But since it's like this, it will go straight forward and actually take all of that and turn it into obsidian. So we've actually got obsidian, which you can only obtain obsidian if you have a diamond pickaxe, which we don't currently. So we'll just know that near this mine we've got a section that we can actually get obsidian. And the neat thing about obsidian is if you were to make a home out of obsidian, even though it is very difficult to obtain, if you were to obtain enough of it, you could make a home out of it, and it's basically indestructible. So if creepers come in and try to blow it up, it will not be destroyed, which is pretty awesome. So you saw that I was trying to obtain this redstone that's here, and unfortunately with a stone pickaxe I cannot do that. So let's go back and grab some of this iron again. We've got 10 pieces of iron now. That is awesome. We'll make a iron pickaxe. Get rid of this stone one. Grab some more iron pickaxe. And now we've got redstone. And the great thing about coal and redstone and items like that you're obtaining is you get experience for it as well. So you can use that to enchant later. But we have not got that far by any means. So this is the beginnings of a mine. So pretty much you create that room, and then what I would start doing is I would make a 2x2 section here and just create shafts. So obviously this is a boring way to obtain the items that you need, but also you can see how quickly it actually works in your advantage, because I've only gone 5 blocks in and I've already found a bunch of redstone, which is simultaneously giving me experience and items. As you can see, I just went up to level 10. And I would just continue moving forward in this same pattern until you reach a section where it would be considered, like I said, adventure mining, which we are not equipped for. But say we wanted to go adventure mining, let's see what we can create as far as armor so far. So I can make a helmet. I don't have enough for a chest plate. I have enough for pants, and I have enough for boots. So let's make some pants. I'll put the pants on. Yay! Moo has pants. Moo has pants. I've got pants. Cover up them udders. Alright, so this is the beginnings of a pretty decent shaft mine. And up there you have that place to sleep. Here you've got a chest to place your extra blocks, and then you just continue moving forward until you collect items, and hopefully we'll eventually find some diamonds. So that's the second portion of survival. I think we accomplished a lot of the goals that we set out. We got the bed that we can advance forward. We've got plenty of food right now. Obviously everything keeps spawning around us. That's a great spot to spawn if you can find a bunch of animals immediately. And then we've started a little bit of a mine because we want to start a home. So we've got some stacks of cobblestone, and maybe we can move this home elsewhere and just come back here to mine. So on the next episode, I guess we will attempt to start building a proper home on a different biome, and then come back here to mine and eventually find diamond, and maybe start setting up a self-sustaining farm so that we don't have to continuously kill animals out on the run. Okay, I will see you next time. Hopefully this has been informative and helpful. Thank you. Goodbye.